Good morning, YouTube. Hey, this may be the shortest Shot Slab episode ever. I'm in the boat. I'm going to try to build the shelf for the water tank and the pump. We'll see how far I get. There's a lot going on here. I haven't had time to work on this thing at all. So it is Wednesday, I think, Tuesday, and I'm trying to get a video knocked out for you so that I can get it out to you. Yeah, I have to edit it probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. Then sometime I got to figure out how to get to my dad's house during the week so I can load the video up there for you. So it's going to be a fast one. Anyway, stick with me. It's going to be an episode. I don't know. Good or not. We'll see. Welcome to my life. All right, so today we're going to try to build the platform for the tank. The tank sit on, and maybe the water pump too. I'm thinking about doing it out of this PVC board. I can't think of a reason not to. It's just basically a shelf for that to sit on. Before it was just sitting on wood that was covered in resin, so I'm thinking that this will work just fine. I mean, it won't rot, right? I probably will put some screws in it, which people won't like, but I'll probably put some screws in there just to hold it to the legs on it. The leg before was just two pieces of wood that they had just cut to size of the height that they wanted it, so I'll probably do the same thing. And then they put a piece on the top of the tank so the tank couldn't bounce. And then there was a shim, and I think I still have the shims yet right there. So I still have shims, or there was a shim, to push the tank to one side, and then a bar on top. So I plan to do it very similar, back the same way it kind of was. But I'll get her measured out, and we'll get this going. All right. If there's a bunch of noise in the background, it's just people working on the building. All right, I'm going to do this with a flashlight as well because I don't have any power in here. They have all my power. But I needed to do this for you. So let's get in here and figure this out. All right, well, it's a little shy of being wide enough. So we have to cut two pieces this way, I guess. And then I'll just cut the rails to go under both pieces. I guess I'll get under there and measure out how wide the actual space is between the stringers. Hello, my little friendly closet area thing. I'm back. Oh, I miss my little office here. Not really. Okay, so it looks like 11 3/4 is going to be tight, so we'll cut her tight. Now that back here, it probably does move a little bit. Yeah, it does. So 11 3/4 or 12 3/4 was fine. 12 3/4. Okay, 12 3/4, and then I'll just cut two of those, and we'll set them in there. Probably could set them on this ridge here, and then just build the other piece, the motherboard here, to the right height that I want to make it, right? So I'll kind of figure out where that is, and then rip these to that, and then get that set in there. Then I need to make sure that if I do set it there, that I have enough room for the tank to fit in there. But we'll cut those two pieces first at 12 3/4. Yeah, 12 3/4, which will be tight, should be tight. So 12 3/4, two pieces of wood. I'm on it. Oh, yeah, we got to figure something out for that in there too. I got to fill that hole. So I'll probably just get in here and trace that out on a piece of paper, and then take that and cut it out and just shove it in there. And I don't know why I did that. So stupid. Oh yeah, and we're still waiting on this sink elbow. Patriot Marine Fabricating has just started looking it up for me. It's hard to find. I wish I hadn't ripped it out now. I wish I had left it in there until I found a piece that fit. Lesson learned there, huh? I mean, there's some cheap ones, but they're not gonna work for me. So hopefully Paul at Patriot Marine Fabricating can figure it out. He sent me a bunch of them already, and we'll see what he comes up with. But they're definitely trying to provide a solution, so that's good. All right, now let me get back to this. Let's cut two boards, 12 3/4 long. Cuts easy. Makes a mess though. All right. There's our 2 pieces. Let's go put them in, see if they fit. I'd like to turn this camera around, but I can't show you that yet. Hopefully you're watching the Ultimate Garage videos. I know only some of you are. Well, a couple thousand of you are watching that video. Those video sets, the rest of you are not. So please watch those, and if you haven't subscribed, hey, why don't you hit that button for me? It'd be nice. All right, let me get in here and see if this fits. All right, let's see what we got now. Too loose. Oh, they still fit good. All right. Actually, I'm gonna have to trim this down because it goes down that ridge. But let's see. That one fit a lot better. There you go. Okay, that one fits way better. So that one fits pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. I think that's a go. I could probably take just a little off the corner, like leave the top long, and then just cut the corner at a little bit of an angle, and she'll drop in there nice. The back, you can see the whole thing ripples up. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do there. I don't think that tank was that high, because the pump sat on the same level. So I need to figure that out. Maybe I'll try putting the pump in here, or the box in here, the tank, and just see how it sits. And I might just have to rip that in half. I wanted to leave it long. I thought the tank went against the wall right there, but well, maybe if I guess I can just keep cutting this. I mean, keep trimming it until I get it in there. But they just had a little thin piece of board in there, so that board probably just was, I don't know. And it probably, I don't think the board went all the way back either, but I'd like to support more of the tank than less, I think. All right, I put a level on this, but I don't know that the boat's sitting level, right? Because it's on the driveway, and I think it's sitting like this, right? So a level wouldn't tell me the truth, I don't think. I can measure from the floor down to that on both sides, I guess, and see how far off that way I am, which that's 21 and a half and 21 and a half. Are you kidding me? That's right. Where's that flashlight? Yeah, 21 and a half, 21 and a half. Man, it looks crooked, doesn't it? So I guess that's where that one will stay. And I'll get the other one in here. I think that back corner's got to go down a little bit, but is it? I think the boat kind of goes, yeah, the hole comes up there. But that's looking pretty good. I thought it was a little bit crooked, to be honest with you. Let's set that tank in there and just see how it looks sitting in there. We'll get a depth reference of how crooked it is on the bottom, though. I think if we do that. And then I think we'll just cut the corner off that whole back there, and she'll sit on the front here. And then I'll put a brace under here. That side won't need it. And screw this to the brace so all the screws are in the PVC and nothing's in the wall. They're not going to go anywhere. The top one was screwed in up there, and I'll probably do that again. You know, you pull that board down to the top of the tank up there, and that's what holds the tank from bouncing or anything like that, right? So let's see what the tank looks like in here. Let me see if I can get it in here. All right, this is the bottom. This is where the pump goes. That's the top. So you just go in there like this. I think I had to flip it around, so I should go in here like this, and then flip it that way to get it up there. I'll put you here, but I don't know if that's going to give you a good shot or not. I think we're going to go in there like this, and then she flips. Oh man, I thought I tried this. Alright, get back here. I can see ish. No. I didn't do it like that. Yeah, I should have gone this way. Put the top to the top, I guess, and push her up in there. I don't know. Hey, whose idea was this? That pipe's gonna be in the way, right there. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be in the way. It's like I tested this, didn't I? There we go. There we go. Oh, we didn't test it with the shelf in. Oh man. So do I have to put the tank in, lift it up, shove the shelf underneath it? Probably so. Probably so. Let's try that. It's a good thing I decided to test it. Okay, so there, we did get in there. Oh, we got it closed anyway. Oh man, that is just so close. Get in there, tank. I mean, we are, it's just quarter inch off. Get in there. Quarter inch, come on. What are you doing? Righty. Yeah, this is not going to be the shortest video in the world. This is going to be a long video. If this keeps up, I mean, it's right there. What in the world? Come on, you're right there. You're right there. Come on. Come on. There you go. She's in. Holy cow. Well, that scared me. I thought we weren't going to get in there. Oh, man. Alright, now how are we going to do this? She's in there. I guess we'll just lift her up and shove that board underneath. Yeah, hopefully I can take it in and out. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So there's plenty of room there to work. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we just need to figure out what the board is we got to rip this way. We'll rip it to the back to here, and then we'll figure out the board in the back after that. But yeah, we're not taking this back out, that's for sure. She'll just sit there and we'll work around her, as irritating as that'll be. So, of course we know this will be floating all over the place, but let's go. Looks like 20 inches. And we want to go to the top of this board, which is 7, minus this board, which is 3/4, I think. It's 3/4, yeah. So 6 1/4, roughly. Let's see, that's 7. So 3/4, 6 1/4, yeah. So 6 1/4, we need to rip that board. I know it's going to lift though. It's not going to be 100% straight down there. So yeah, I think we're still going to do 6 1/4, and it'll sit right there like that, I think. It does look like that's got to come lower on this side, so we'll go ahead and cut this corner at an angle, I think. We'll just rip it at an angle down that way, and then that way I can kind of, oh, no, I'm sorry, I mean this way, thank goodness we're doing this. So rip it on the corner this way. I don't know if you see that or not, but we'll rip it that way so that it falls on that curve a little to read us a little better. And then we might as well just cut this one down all together. This whole corner is going to have to kind of trim out like that. And then it's got to be shorter because it's going back in that hole. And then it'll definitely have to be at an angle. So we're going to have to carve on this one a little bit to get it to fit in there. Again, I think they just had one board in the center of that tank, but we're trying to do just a little bit better now, I think. So let's do that and see what we got. I missed crawling out of this hole. Not at all. Not at all. All right. Oh man. All right, I think that'll slide up underneath that tank and work just fine. We'll see. This may cause me a little trouble, grief here, because I made it a little too far over the line there. We'll see how that plays out. Might be a little tight. All right, let's give it a whirl. See if she'll slide in there. And then we'll go from there. I'm gonna be smart enough to take my tape measure and pencil in with me though. Man, I'd really like to show you over there, but I just can't. Just can't do it. Oh. Oh. All right, let's get in here. Got my flashlight. There she is. Alrighty. Get that in there. Alright, what's going on here? Alright. What's on the flashlight? Like it doesn't fit in the flashlight. So I just gotta lift that up and shove that back. We'll see how that does. Of course, it sounds simple, but I got no place to put my behind. Why I do this? Get rid of that tape measure. All right. Let me see what the camera looks like. Can you see? Oh, you can see better than I can see. All right. It's actually darker than that in here. Oh, come on. I got this hose blocking me. Look at that, like a glove. Like a glove. All right. I am happy with that. All right. That's pretty cool. All right, these are the shims I had in there. But I think they were down from the top, but I don't know. I don't like that, I mean, really as much. I could put a shim, I could build something to go in here, actually. That's loose. I do it that way. I don't really like that. I know it holds the tank. I guess it really does hold the tank good. I don't really like it on this side. This side's fine. But this side I don't really like. That side in there like that, and I don't know, that's too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's how they had it in there before. Except for it was from the top. I do not like that. Let's see. I put that one like that. And then this one. See, it just pushes that back over there. I don't think that's the way I want it. So I think I want it against that wall. And then I need to build a spacer to go in there. And then that way that whole wall holds that tank, more or less. And I put something in here to hold that whole wall in. I wish I had a PVC 2x4, but I might have some 1x that go across the bottom and 1x to go across the top. And then I'll just screw that 1x into the braces, 2 braces that are going to go this way to hold the top down. And I'm going to probably put a screw through here. Some people won't like that, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, so that's roughly 1 3/4 inches. 1 3/4. So I got to figure out what stock I have or whatever I have that's 1 3/4. I may end up ripping 2 pieces 20 inches long, 1 3/4, and then I'll rip something over the top to screw that top one into. I think that'll get it. So 1 3/4 by 20. Let's do that. I don't like these shims. I don't like the way the shims work. That's the way they had it before, but I don't like it. Hey, one of the comments this week was that the videos are too long. It wasn't said in a negative way, but that's what they thought. Tell me what your thoughts are. Do you like the longer videos? Or do you like them short? Short would be 25, 30 minutes. Long would be 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, let me know what you think. Most of them have been about 30 minutes. I have made a couple of longer ones lately because I'm trying to get more into an episode. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. You know, when I first started watching YouTube, I was watching Andrew Cartman, and I thought some of them, well, I was watching other stuff and I thought they were long. I like the short ones. But then as I started getting involved in the shows, I like the longer ones. So I can see it being either way, but let me know what your thoughts are. Shorter or longer. I got resin on one of the lenses of my GoPros, or I thought. And I cleaned it off and polished it, and then realized it wasn't resin. The lens was cracked. I have no idea how I cracked the lens on it. So I have a GoPro plan where they say that they'll replace, that doesn't look right. They'll replace the cameras for free if anything happens to it. It's a yearly program. I subscribe to it. Maybe I should cut this off the straight edge, or measure off the straight edge. But anyway, I sent it off, and the lady said, well, how did you do it? And I thought this was no questions asked. She said, well, I have to have that to process this. So I told her, I was like, I don't know. I was using it and realized there's blur in the video, and it's quite cracked with her. But I think it's funny they have a no questions asked policy, but they gotta ask the question. Our world we live in today is so funny about stuff like that. All right, 1 3/4 by 20. I was hoping to get 2 of these out here. What's the other side measure? Is it close? No, it's close. No, it's not. It's 1 1/2 inches. So I'm gonna have to make 2 of them anyway. All right, let's get the cut. Alright, that's our 2 pieces. I need to put them in there, and then I'll measure the top, because it's probably different than the bottom the way the boat sits in there. And we'll get that measurement, and we'll come out and we'll cut us 2, or at least 1 good size one probably. That's probably what we'll do. Cut 1 good size board. Probably use that one. The width, so we can put it on top, and it'll screw this into it, the top one, into that. And put the bottom one in there, screw it down, and we should be good. That should work out great for that tank. And then we'll need to do something for the pump motor. Probably something very similar. And there's a little flex in this fiberglass right here, which I know is there. So we gotta get down below that. I should bring a hammer, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. I'll grab a hammer probably to get this in. And it's close, but we'll just. Don't use your tools. This hammer. See, now let me get a hammer. That's gonna be good and tight. That is not. I'm worried about that, because that little lip, the way that does work. Alright, so this has got to be. Man, I should have pushed that over when I measured. Looks like the back's actually tight right there. The front, not so much. But if I put that board across there, I can screw that into that board and it'll be just fine. So I can still use that piece of wood. Just need a hammer to get this one in, because it just needs to get down past this little lip. Then I need to measure it across the top. And I'll push it over and screw it into it where it needs to be. So that one needs to be 13 and 1/4. I knew it was bigger at the top than the bottom. Alright, I made the cut and remembered the hammer all in one trip. This will fit up here. Alright. Like a glove, look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So now I'm just going to screw that board into here, slide it back. I'll probably screw it in from the side here or something to hold it down. Hold it in. Nope, yeah. screw this in there. This is my board right there. Okay. All right, so I'll get the drill. And, she's tight. She's tight down, she's tight in here. So I'll get the drill. I'll drill a hole here just to hold this thing down. And then I'll drill one in the top up there at an angle. And that should get us nice and tight. I'll probably put two on the end here and one up in the top corner here. And that'll hold that tape nice and firm. I really like it. It took us a few times to get it in there, but hey, it works, right? And then we'll start working on the pump plate, which the pump sits right here. So we'll get the, somewhere right here anyway. I think it goes right here. I really don't know. I'll get the pump. We'll see where it fits. We'll decide where we want to put it. But that's good. Get that screwed in there. Actually, that's a good weight off my mind because that's been on my mind for a while. How that's going to play out. So let me get the drill. Get some screws in there. I'll be back. I think that's a solid right there. I think that's a solid, as long as I didn't drill in my tank, hopefully. She ain't going nowhere. All right. Only one question. What keeps it from coming forward? They never had anything on the front of this. You know what I mean? Maybe I should get a little board and just put it right here and screw that board in there just to hold this from sliding forward. I think I will do that. So give me 2 seconds to drill up a little stop board just in case. I mean, they didn't have anything on the front of this, but I think something should be there. So let me make a little board. It doesn't have to be very big, you know, size of my hand. And just drill it into here and let it flip over this. And that way it holds it from sliding forward, you know. Let's do that. All right, let's try this. That's better. Stays out of the way of the pump that way. And then definitely will hold that tank in there. And I'll hold that tank in there for sure. Beautiful. That's good. Now that won't pull forward. All right, so the next thing we need to do then is to build that platform for that pump. Let me get the pump. We'll see where that sits. Probably do the same thing, build the same little platform from here to here. And then I'll probably do the same thing, put the leg underneath, mount the pump to it, put a screw through the side to make sure it doesn't fall anywhere or flop anywhere. And we'll call her good. Man, let me get that pump. See what we got. All right, so this is our flow jet pump. We'll have to clean her up a little bit, but she's been in the boat a while. Looks like it can sit just about anywhere though, huh? And you know, we'll have to get the pipes to go to it. We'll have to run those, but basically it can just sit anywhere in here. Yep, so that's the hose. So it really needs to go all the way up here. Well, it comes to that pipe, actually. Yes, it does. So it comes to that pipe and comes out to there. So we'll need to put it here somewhere. Yep, and I'll cut that pipe to adjust, but yeah, that's where it goes. Okay, so that's interesting. All right. All right, that's gonna work great. Got a little bump there, doesn't it? And, that's the need right there. That's better. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So, let's move on through here. Doing some nails. All right, I'm not putting anything in that side. I may come back and thicken resin on that or something just to make it have a shelf to stick into. Let me go clean this pump up and we'll get her mounted right there. And we'll call it good. I'm going to put it pretty close to this side, I think. Maybe in the middle. Let me get her right down, cleaned up. I need to find the bolts for these. And then we'll drill the holes through, put the bolts in, and have her mounted. All right. Let's go in the garage and clean this thing up and find some bolts. All right, good little pump motor. It's not very old, I don't think. Let's see if there's a date on this. The good thing is I can get to this from that the door right there above it. So it's not in a place where I can't get. It says do not use gasoline, but it doesn't have a year on it. I can see Foothill Ranch, California. It's a Flowjet quiet quad. 3.3 gallons per minute. And I really don't think it's very old at all. I think it might have been replaced recently. The only reason it's dirty, I think, is because I was cutting all that stuff out of there. So it looks pretty good. Let me see if I can find some stainless steel bolts to go through here. I know that's what everybody wants to see. Nobody wants to see me put another screw in there. So let me see what I got here. I might have some stainless steel screws. Actually, I bought a bunch. All right, I got me some stainless steel screws here. Looks like they're going to fit just fine. And I'll be able to drill them just straight in. I'll take a handful of them, put them in my pocket. Just need the Phillips adapter. And I think we're good to go. We'll go put this in. All right, well, when I do this, maybe my hole down there wasn't as crazy as I thought it was. Because it is gapped a little bit, but it ain't great. It's not. I mean, I don't know how it's, I guess there. That's wild. But really, if I put that right there and screw it in, I guess that's where it's going to go. Here. All right, I'm back. I got pulled off to help some other guys, and then they had questions, and then the masons were leaving, and then another builder came by, and then, anyway. So I'm back to this. We're getting this, I think it's actually getting dark, but we'll get this thing mounted anyway today. At least get something out for you. But so that's going to work right there, I think, the way that pipe's set up. So I just need to screw it down. So I got some stainless steel screws and washers in my pocket, and we'll use those suckers. I think I just dropped one. think that's about right where I want it to. All right. That look about straight. Looks straight to me. I don't know if my screwdriver's going to fit in this one. By this motor, we'll see. I guess it will. Yep. All right. All right, so I think that looks pretty clean. Nina D would paint all this. If you're watching, I'm sure Nina D is watching. But he painted out his whole bilge area underneath. It's beautiful. But I'm not doing that. I'll do this, and then I may get a new hose here. I don't know. This one's still pretty good, but I'll definitely get a new hose to run across this, and then back up to the valve up there, and then a hose to run from there into this for the live well. And then of course I'll get the pump motor back on here, which I need to think about that, if that's too close to this or not. I may have to slide this down to there. That's a good thought. So we'll get that pump motor installed back on there later, and I need to get this tube. Actually, I was going to do that the other day. I was at the hardware store and I don't know what size that is, so I didn't get it. But I definitely will have to get some of this hose. And yeah, we're trucking along though. I mean, we're starting to make progress. I mean, this is more fun definitely to me than fiberglassing anymore, because that's getting old. The saving grace is this fiberglass is actually coming out right now, right? So that's good. The negative is I'm still fiberglassing, right? But yeah. Anyway, sorry this episode is going to be short, but there's a lot going on the building and some other stuff that's going on. So it is what it is. I appreciate all of you for watching, and hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving, and Christmas is coming, and New Year's and all that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to watch The Ultimate Garage. That's what I'm spending the majority of my time doing right now. All right. See ya.